Welcome to the WBC Arena. The time is now as we get set for what should be an incredible matchup. I'm Todd Grisham. Next to me, of course, is Johnny Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine, my friend.
It's time for our tale of the tape. It's Ricky Hitman Hatton, weighing in at 65 kilos, bang on. Height, 171 centimeters with a reach of 165. And his opponent, it's Conor the Destroyer Benn. He tipped the scales at 66.2 kilos. He's 173 centimeters tall with a reach of 173.
We'll be talking about this fight for years to come. This is one of those classic fights that everybody wants to see.
The Hitman, Ricky Hatton, fighting out of Manchester, United Kingdom, one of the most beloved fighters in English boxing history. Conor the Destroyer Benn, one of the most exciting and electrifying fighters in the world today.
Look at this. These fights are so up for it. Look at that.
Well, we're all set. Let's go into the ring for the classy Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, introducing from Manchester, England, a popular and exciting junior welterweight and welterweight champion of the world, here is Ricky Hitman Hatton. Fighting out of the blue corner, introducing from Essex, England, a continental welterweight champion, Conor the Destroyer Benn.
So much hype surrounding this big matchup. Can't wait to see what goes down when the opening bell rings.
This is one of those fights. There are nosebleed seats right at the top, and they'd have paid a lot of money just to be here, be in this environment, be in this atmosphere.
These two have certainly talked the talk. Now they've got to walk the walk. And we're off and running between these two really accomplished fighters. Let's see how they come out. That left shot lands. Looks like this fighter did not work on defense this training camp. Nice punch. Good counter right hand again. What a pleasure it is to be here in this environment. What a venue for this showdown.
Situations like this, Todd, will either make or break a fighter, because the expectation from the thousands of the people here, of the millions of people around the world, people like you and I sat here expecting everything and anything, can break a man or make a man.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Defend yourself at all times, but this fighter hasn't defended themselves at all. Through the hook, didn't land. And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. Punch. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Ricky Hatton. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
What do we expect to see here in round 2? Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. You're not going to see a lot of finesse and skills from this guy. He wants to bury his forehead in your chest and pound away.
Oh, man, you've got swarm in your face. You've got to try and push him off, make him go into the rope. You've got to sometimes fight fire with fire. Hit him low on the blind side of the referee. Get him angry.
He misses with that jab. You'd like to see this fighter protect themselves a little better. Counter-puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter-puncher smart.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
At the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way. And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. Just gets out of the way of that right uppercut. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Ricky Hatton. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter. And the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fighter. Get out there and get the job done.
Let's get it started in round 3. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. Good counter punch. Bombs away. Nice exchange here from both men. You can see he does not like being grabbed onto. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. Which fighter will say no mas? Nice exchanges from both men in this round. The old adage is, no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam. This can be so frustrating when you're under such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
Good one. No rest for the weary. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Ricky Hatton. I promise you, all 3 judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
On to the 4th we go. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. He just misses with that jab. fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you? Nice job by him to block that jab. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walked right through it?
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
What is this fighter doing? This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Ricky Hatton. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. He just misses with that big right hand. So far, it seems like aggression has been the key. This fighter just not slowing down.
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
That one lands. And he just missed with that left jab. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Power is obviously the great equalizer. Better be careful. The referee may take a point if he keeps clinching. Trying to answer back. Fantastic punch. Solid punch. And this is a very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Beautiful counter punch. Let's talk about Ricky Hatton. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
Go out there and finish it. Don't get the jab and don't get carried away.
Here we go in the 6th round. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
When you have a fighter that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
And miss with that jab. Nice shot with the left. These two are the perfect dance partners. And wait a minute, the left hand lands.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, someone can take you out with a simple jab. It can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
This fighter's certainly not going to out. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Ricky Hatton. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Round 7, here we go. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job. And these shots, even if they land, are going to do no damage. The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong, because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Not a lot of defense here at all. We hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
You've heard the phrase, finding a second win. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. And he will hold here, and good thing he did, because he was getting beaten up.
You can't do that.
Let's talk about Ricky Hatton. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
And they're back at it again here in round 8. Coming off that fantastic last round. Let's see if he can keep his momentum going. And he fails to score with that left hook. When someone punches that hard, you don't want to trade shots. I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
What you've got to do, Tony, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
Catch and shoot. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Doesn't always pay to be first. It pays to be last. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. This is certainly an aggressive fighter, but that doesn't always mean success. How many times have you seen a fighter chase a superior athlete around the ring and just get picked apart even though they were the one pushing the tempo?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable.
Better be careful. The referee may take a point if he keeps clinching. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. That cut is in a very bad place. The referee might stop it here. And the referee's going to allow them to fight. Let's talk about Ricky Hatton. Well, the cut man's got some work to do in this corner.
Cornerman, get your job done. Do it right.
Great work. Stay focused. Don't let them keep it.
And we enter the ninth. What a round we just saw. Let's see what we've got in store for us here.
How much energy did they use? How hard and how tough and how much they had to dig deep. This is just ridiculous. I don't know what to expect. I'm tired just watching it.
Can it get any better? What a round we just saw. Oh, and they just got their bell rung. So his offense gets stifled there by a clinch. And he misses with that jab. Lands with the right counter. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from. It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you're there and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Just missed with that jab. What a punch. Counter right. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Ricky Hatton. That cut is going to cause some serious problems.
Man, oh man, you know what? He's got to hope the referee doesn't jump in and stop it.
There's the bell for round 10. What an action-packed round that was. Let's see what they have in store for us here.
What a round. What have they got left? How can you get better than that? That is ridiculous. That's stuff you see on video games.
Nope, that hook won't score. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong, because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Good punch.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
This has been a very competitive round between these two. He's being smothered here in the clinch and can't get his shots off. Both men step back for just a moment. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Ricky Hatton. Look at all that blood, but he's still wanting to come out for more.
I hope they've got a good cuts man in that corner.
Here we go in the championship rounds, round 11. What a fight it has been so far. Wonder what we're going to see in this round.
This is part of the game plan. You knew this was going to happen. Now you've got to stay still in your mind. You've got to think, right, don't get rattled. Don't get swayed by the crowd cheering or booing. Walk straight in there, stick to your game plan, show your shots, and then let it go. But do it at your pace.
Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
Another scoring shot there. Back and forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down. You can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're gonna get knocked out.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know...
The big shot rattles his cage. Conor Benn right now. Will he go down? You can see he does not like being grabbed onto. Best action I've seen in any round anywhere this year. Just missed with that hook. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Ricky Hatton. They're going to call the doctor over in a minute to check out these cuts.
My concern is the corner. Are they going to be too brave for their fighter?
On to the 12th. It's one of the best fights I've seen this year. Let's see if this round continues that incredible action.
Good work the last round. Be smart. Don't get too braggadocious. You'll get turned over and walk into the shot, and that's the last thing you want.
Nice counter shot with the right hand. Nice counter. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other. His offense gets stifled there by a clinch. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. You can see he does not like being grabbed onto. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Swing and a miss with the hook.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
When we talk about a fighter having power, don't just look at the head punches they throw. Look at the body shots. That can be the real difference.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment. Missed him with this round still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. No surprises, we get a unanimous decision there.
What a whitewash. You know, that's skills, that's class, that's levels. One is up there, one is down there, but you know what? The loser is going to have to learn a big, hard lesson. I totally agree.